Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy SCGRANT here, and we're back with another look at the city of Los Ondas. And this time, well, I want to give you guys a little bit of a sit rep. So, apart from the whole coastline thing that's pretty much said in the title, I want to discuss the fish market. Because pretty much, if you don't know, as yours truly, he is a fan of seafood. But depending on what seafood you're going to offer me, if it's fish, then Benji would game. But it's shrimp, I'm game too. But depending on what else you want to bring to the table, ask me something that I'm down to be scrumptious over. Because once again, because I recall that, and it's a little bit of a short story. I recall that when my parents back in the day, couldn't crab and lobsters and all that, one of the crabs was somehow alive. Because usually when you sell at the markets, man, they usually be dead, but one of them was literally crawling. Like, what? Like, how could a crab who was thought to be pretty much past tense ended up crawling back to the brink of life? Like, they had to, quote, put it out of its misery because it was not supposed to be. Like, what market sells a crab that thought to be dead and pretty much, went through all the process, being processed and ready to be shipped out to markets, ended up still being alive? That's just crazy. If you come across a crab in your time that's thought to be dead and ready to be cooked and ready for for dinner or pretty much special occasion, barbecues or special events, and turns out it was still alive all this time, then what would you do in that situation? If the crab that you were just about to cook was somehow alive, like, what would you do in that situation? But without further ado, we're back in first person mode, and yes, you've already seen this before, because once again, I just can't help myself. If first person is one of the best, like, basically being able to have playable NPCs and drivable vehicles is one of the best things to come out of this game, especially knowing the fact is that if you have seen a bit of snippets of the ocean alongside the coastlines of all three districts, that includes Subaru Beach, Toyota Sands, and Little Mazda, you may have found the boats that are pretty much out there in the water, basically collecting fish. Because once again, I showed you that fish market, and that's where that stuff goes. Once again, once it reaches the fish market, the percentage delivery trucks to get it shipped out to buildings, because you never know when one of these restaurants could have pretty much how you say, some restaurants gonna need some of that fish, like any restaurant that you can come up with. Maybe Red Lobster, you wish they put in real life brands and Cities Skylines, but no, we just put fish like versions. One of the in-game restaurants is called Yakisoba, and it's fried noodles. Like, there might be fish in now, who knows? It's basically fictional for ramen noodles, or pretty much, that's the original thing. It's just fictional for ramen noodles. That's how it is. There are certain fictional brands. Hell, they even put in brands that pretty much advertise Cities Skylines too, and it's just crazy because we were still yet to get any news regarding the console ports of Cities Skylines 2, because they, like I said, apart from the downtown, the countryside bundle, they also basically created packs and radio stations for the sequel. And the fact of the matter is that we still yet, because one of the things that's been missing with Cities Skylines is that apart from the regular theme maps, we got the European ones, but we don't have anything related to Asia. Like, no, we will have Asian countries, but we don't have Asian country specific map themes, because we already got some district styles, most notably from the Modern Japan, Railroads Japan, and Heart of Korea, the creator packs, but we don't have a full-blown district style relegated to Asian themed aesthetics and architecture. We don't have none of that in the game. We got some of it, but not the full package. I don't know what that'll be, and it hopefully be better than this nice shrimp that I have on standby. But in case it's any shrimp or it's good fish, you hand it over to me. But otherwise, if it turned out to be alive, then we're gonna have problems, because you don't sell live fish. Like, the fish is not properly, dead and cooked and ready to be, the usual process is when selling seafood to the markets. And yeah, so without further ado, that most likely, because how I managed to keep the coastline, because you can see, if you know where to squint your eyes in the background of the ocean itself, you'll most likely find various little boats basically collecting fish to be processed in warehouses, to be taken into markets, to be sold on to various stores in my districts, to basically sell to customers. And that's all I have from now, man. Anyway, I'll see you all probably for the last 2 videos. Anyway, that's all for now. See ya.